What's up? Welcome back to another video. Let's get into it. So this mic was broken, so I don't need it anymore. So I never thought this video was gonna see the light of day. I shot this video like 2 years ago because my favorite band, the Home Team, came out with their new album, The Crucible of Life. Since then, they've gone on a handful of tours, and I've also released the deluxe album that came out earlier this year. But when they released their new album about a year ago, they did a collab with Onyx and had their own like coffee roast. And I thought I would photograph it and make a video about it. Well, since I dragged it out and it was about a year hiatus before I released my next YouTube video, I just wasn't motivated by it anymore. It wasn't relevant. It wasn't anything like that. And on top of it, literally before I got to try it or do anything, my dog, Reese, this turd blossom, he ate it. He got into it and destroyed it. So I didn't even have a chance to get B-roll about it, and it just didn't seem like it was working out. Until a couple days ago when I launched my business, which specializes in product photography and videography for businesses. It's called True North Media, and if you're a business owner and you have a product or want to share your story, hit me up. The link is going to be down in the description to my website, and you can message me there. Or DM me on Instagram, which will also be down there. It was quite a shame because I loved the photos and I just really wish I could put the video together, and I just procrastinated and put it off. So I thought in light of my business launching, I would give you some tips on what I do for product photography. Oh yeah, and I shot it on film. Don't worry. Tip number one is your film choice. You want to make sure that you make a good film choice and that it aligns with your product story. If it's a client, a lot of times they have a specific story to tell. So the more research and the more things you can do to get to know your client or the product itself, and you can make creative choices based on that research. So I chose Tri-X 400 and Portra 800 for this particular shoot. Potty break. Tip number two is lighting and texture is key. That is key to every shoot, especially with product photography. That's what makes it interesting. Head turning, catches people's eye. You get the gist. In this particular shoot, I used a towel with a nice little pattern on it that kind of gave it some texture. I used coffee beans to also give it texture. For lighting, I used my window. There's a lot of different ways that you can do this. You definitely just want to get creative with it. In one of the shots, you'll see that there was sunlight coming through a window, so I closed the blinds and opened them up a little bit to create a nice line pattern on the table to make an interesting look for the product itself. Get creative, cut holes into something, do whatever you need to do to make some sort of interesting light pattern. Tip number 3 is to incorporate movement. Now, there's a variety of different ways you can do this, and you can get pretty creative with it. The 2 best ways that I like to do it is oftentimes I'll take a clear glass and put it right in front of the lens. That way you get a nice bokeh in the foreground, and oftentimes it creates a very interesting look. Oftentimes it makes people stop and actually draws the viewer in. It also just looks sick. Another thing I'll do is I'll change the shutter to 1/15 or 1/8 of a second, and I'll like tap the lens or shake the tripod a little bit. I do this to create a nice little motion blur on the image, and oftentimes it gives it a very interesting look. And for a little bit of a bonus tip, I will add, just make a mess. Oftentimes, it's not gonna look pretty, but taking the photo itself, it's gonna look very pretty. A lot of times, you're not gonna be able to see the aftermath, and you're just gonna be staring at a mess on a table, especially when you're shooting film. But when you get those photos back from the lab and you scan them and do a little bit of editing on them, by the way, I did edit these slightly, so they're not true to the film stock. Usually with my product photos, I edit them. Everything else, I don't. Alrighty guys, I think that's gonna be it for me today. Hopefully you found something of value in this video. If so, leave a like and a comment down below. And if you wanna see more videos like this, please hit that little subscribe button. You know, just a little button. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.